Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast.
Alrighty, everybody, it's the Tubcast. You know what time it is. You know what you're doing.
Tool time.
It's time to be here with us, tools.
I don't think so, Tim.
And,
Boo.
you know, we're here excited to celebrate another Thursday evening with all of you fine ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you may be, whatever situation you may find yourself in, we're here to reach out a loving shoulder to cry on. My name is Eric, joined always by Kyle.
Hey, what's up?
And, and sitting in for Jeremy tonight is Trevor.
Hi.
Trevor.
You suck.
That was really low and not as awesome
I'm
as
sorry.
I wanted it
You
to
gained
be.
a syllable in your name.
And Nathaniel.
Hi.
I added syllables to your name,
Hey, what's
too.
up, Nate?
Nat King Cole.
Nathaniel?
Open NAT type.
What?
What?
That's a
Open what tight?
That's like a networking thing.
NAT type 1.
I'd like y'all to do me a quick solid.
Yes. What do you want
I would
from
like
me?
Kyle to move closer to me and Trevor to move closer to Kyle. Nathan, that's too close. Bad Nathan.
These arms are...
There,
Nathan,
that's good
stop it.
right there.
There we go.
There, everything is happy now.
Kind of.
So it's a lovely evening.
Lollipop,
How's
sunshine.
everyone doing?
It's hot.
It's not that hot, Kyle.
No, it's hot
fine.
outside.
Yeah.
It's fine.
90 degrees in September.
It's fine.
The globe is warming.
It's fine.
We're going to be all nuclearized by Iran and North Korea.
It's fine.
Vaporized, I tell you. Vaporized.
It's fine.
Nobody wants war. I just want to keep the threat alive.
We're all going to
Lex
die.
Luthor.
It's fine. It's just weather.
Trevor's unfazed by all of it.
He's just.
You need to make that sound a little bit louder.
I live in a basement. I work in a basement.
Trevor is a basement.
I don't leave the basement unless I'm going to another basement.
That's true because the studio is in a basement. You just.
Trevor's whole life is. Are you a mole person?
Yes.
Are you going to fight the Fantastic Four?
Maybe.
I like that you
Oh,
just
man.
hop from basement to basement on your adventures.
Even on Minecraft, I build everything underground.
That's true. I've played with you before, and I
Yeah, you
stumbled
do.
upon your creation, and you had a whole ecosystem with animal life and everything, and it was all underground.
Yep, I love it. That's great.
It's because no one knows it's there. It's his secret
yeah.
lair.
It's neat.
And I have a little secret entrance, and then nobody bothers me in my basement.
Unless Jeremy's playing with you, and then he'll
builds
make statues inside your basement
Giant
if he can find
inappropriate
it.
things in the sky above my basement.
And we love him for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came to this basement to replace Jeremy, who's last I heard he came out of the closet and he's on a cruise with other people who had done the same. So
Yeah.
that's
Which was
good for him.
weird. I didn't know they could position a cruise ship right outside your closet.
I know. It's like
But
it's
you
a
hop
weird-
right on it.
Yeah, you come out of the closet, you get on the cruise, and you have a good time. It sails to the Caribbean down the Mississippi.
They actually have a photo
As
booth.
long as
they?
there's no hurricanes.
There's a what photo booth?
Yeah, when you're getting on the ship, they have a photo booth for you.
Trevor,
Is
you've
that
come out of the closet,
come
huh?
out of the
Trevor.
closet, yeah.
And then they snap a photo.
Wait, no. Trevor came out of the basement.
Yeah.
They can have closets in basements.
I suppose.
true, yeah.
It's allowed. So, yep, we're here. We're present company, not queer, but well, okay. I mean, I guess one swings for the fences. That's what they say. Is that how it goes?
Well, I mean,
I think your metaphor's confused.
I suppose if you're gonna swing, might as well swing for the fences.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, you're gonna hit the ball or you're not, and either way, Nathan's happy.
Hello.
So, that's a weird euphemism. Welcome to a night full of weird euphemisms. Hashtag
Euphemism.
Family friendly.
family friendly.
Euthanism.
Euthanism.
Euthanize
Euphemisms.
No, I said euphemisms.
Euphemisms.
I said euphemisms.
Lots of isms are happening right now. Schisms.
Euthanasia.
That's not an ism.
Let's support the euthanasia with fundraising.
Can't you see the children of our future?
Yes, they're being, they need our help.
They do.
So what's everybody been doing? What's
I
life been
thought
like?
you were stuck.
I was stuck. I realized I wasn't
life's
on the
been
loop.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody doing anything fun other than Destiny? Because we talked about that a lot last night.
We did talk about that a lot last night.
I went home last night, and I was like, I'm going to be responsible and not play Destiny.
And you did it
and
anyway.
go to
Sure.
sleep. No, and I tried to go to sleep, and I didn't get to sleep for I don't know. I didn't sleep much last night. It was annoying. So tonight I'm going to go home and play Destiny because
You're like,
if I'm
screw
going to
it.
get no sleep, I'm going to have fun while doing
It
it.
better be an accomplishment involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think what I've done other than
Look at
work
what
and
happens when you bring in
this
the video
and
game guy.
Destiny. We talk about Destiny.
We were trying to separate it.
It
It's
is
the
month
Tubcast,
of
man.
Destiny, though. So,
Yeah,
I mean, you
so
can't really separate those things.
We're trying to but I was like, man, I went to work a lot, and then I went home, and I came here and played Destiny. I don't know. There's not a lot. I haven't even watched any movies. I watched a couple episodes of Adam Ruins Everything that I was catching up on. That's always a pleasure for me. There was actually one that I think was a really good idea. It was kind of like a corrections episode where
They ruined themselves.
yeah, he one of the other characters ruins Adam, and they went back and they kind of proved, they found some facts that kind of disproved his theories on certain topics. In
That's
the past
actually
and
kinda
stuff.
cool.
So it was really good, and it was kind of displayed their transparency in the show and stuff like that. So it was cool. That was one thing I did. I know we're not supposed to talk about games, but I just want to say for 2 seconds, I played tonight. 'Cause
You're
it just came
fired.
out today. Sorry. A heat signature.
Yeah.
And holy crap, that
Heat
game
signature.
is
I picked
You
it
only
up.
played it
Awesome.
for 2 seconds?
No, I played it for a half hour or so. I got through the tutorial and then through the first handful of missions.
Yeah, that game's been. I've been looking forward to that one for a while.
It is really good. Brought to you by the creators of Gunpoint. It's kind of
That's a great game too.
It's this heat signature game kind of. I promise I'm not going to talk anymore. It's just it's like Faster Than Light and Hotline Miami had a baby kind of.
Yeah.
And it's really really good. So anyways, it's on Steam. Check it out.
I went and saw a really, really old movie this weekend.
What's that movie called?
It was a movie from 1927 called Metropolis.
Oh, I love Metropolis.
It was a silent film. Other than Nathan, have any of you seen a silent film?
I mean, I've seen a silent film, but I haven't heard it.
Well, you hear the music and stuff that they play,
But not
'cause
the
of
talking.
orchestras. No talking. Yeah, it's all subtitle
you're saying there's
screens.
music. Well, then it's not a silent film.
Well,
Does Mel Brooks' silent movie count?
Yes.
sure.
It was a silent movie.
Okay.
Making fun of silent movies, but
I honestly was surprised at how long it was.
yeah.
It was
so where'd you see it at?
at Alamo. They
Oh.
had a special screening for some of their rewards members.
Why did you see it?
I don't know, because it looked intriguing, and I was like, hey, it's a free movie. So I went and saw it with my wife, and it was really, really long.
3 hours?
Close.
I think it's about 2.5.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to be nearly that long.
The worst part about old movies is the beginning, because the credit scene in old movies, the older the movie, the longer the opening credits. It's just a while back, I remember sitting through Mary Poppins and just thinking, this credit sequence is never gonna end. This is like a third of the movie. It's an act. I think it's the first act of the movie is just credits. It's torture.
That's not how 3-act structure works.
It does in old movies. Act 1 credits. Act 5 credits.
Except, with this one, it wasn't, because the credits were real fast, because it was 6 people that were in it, and then that was it. That was all they needed to credit at the front end. But it was interesting. It was definitely a different experience.
I've never seen it, but it sounds boring. Just kidding.
It actually, I was actually surprised at how, like, it's an okay story. It wasn't. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but it was pretty. I found it entertaining. I think my wife was over it after we reached a certain point, and she wanted to be home.
Yeah.
But
Which cut did you see?
it was the newest restoration.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that one.
It's like the longest version that because they found some like burned film or something in Argentina, and they've fixed some of it. I don't know. I'm not no scientist.
Because my DVD has a couple points where it just says, and then this happens, but we don't have that footage.
Oh, really? Like the film got
Yeah, because
ruined?
there were only a couple of copies left, and there was parts of it that had been like burned out or whatnot. But they discovered a.
So why is this? Why do people care about this movie? Is it like
It's really important for film history because a lot of the techniques that it originated went on to become commonplace in film.
like? Could you have one that you could name? Just because I'm curious.
Maybe technique wasn't the right word, but like a lot of the look of it, because it's very much in the German expressionist movement, and so it's a very big scale movie.
Like with the set pieces? Or
Yeah, with the
the-
set
there's a
pieces.
lot of really big set pieces that.
Like there's an entire underground city, and that is just one big set.
So it's like BioShock.
I don't know.
A little bit.
All right. Well, it's 1927. It's BioShock.
Yeah, 1927 BioShock.
That's
That's
what happened.
kind of what it was.
So
So that's what I've been up to.
Welcome to the chat, everybody that's been here, come here, that's joined us. Mutant Taddy, J, Oliver, Trevor, 91. All you people. I think we missed some too, so sorry if I missed you.
Yeah. Who was it that was in there? Midnight Angel.
Midnight
was in there.
Angel.
Hey.
All right, but thanks for coming in.
She said I have the original Phantom of the Opera with Lon Chaney.
Ooh, I've never seen that one.
What year is that?
I think it's like 25, maybe. Might be 27.
Interesting.
Sorry to hear you're having technical difficulties, Trev. But yeah, I think we're good on our end. It might be your end. I apologize for that. Call.
Can you
call
hear
the
us?
internet people? Maybe I think he can hear us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So anybody else do anything fun that's un-video game related or interesting that you'd like to talk about?
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that was interesting to talk about.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
Nathan.
I found that Easter egg where you can watch Memento in chronological order.
Oh, that would ruin the movie, though. Okay.
What do you mean you found the Easter egg?
Like it's hidden in the DVD, and you can just go and watch the movie.
Okay, well, I'm curious. How was it?
I haven't actually watched it yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
I just wanted to confirm it was there, and it starts with the credits rolling backwards, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is
Wait,
definitely
what do you mean you found the DVD?
No,
It's
on the
DVD,
DVD.
yeah.
There's an Easter egg where you can watch the movie edited into chronological order.
Like you have to find that though?
yes.
On the DVD
Like
menu.
Is it on the menu? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun. So it was like Easter for you.
Yes.
Is this like a Blu-ray or just a standard
This
DVD?
is just a standard DVD.
Huh. That's kind of a cool idea.
There are a couple different ways to find the Easter egg depending on the version of the DVD. I had to look through a couple different versions online to figure out which one was mine.
Well, I'm guessing if you were wanting to watch it that way, you would probably have already seen
Yeah,
it, right?
that's true. Yeah. So
That would be my guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely not the preferred way to watch the
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
I mean, that would be like watching the Star Wars movies and starting with the prequels. Ugh. That was a bad impression.
That felt
But-
like a half-hearted Shudder. It was like a
Yeah, it was a half-hearted Shudder. Kind of. That's how I feel about it. You know.
I watched it in that order before the Force Awakens came out.
Well, I'm sure if you've already seen them, that's fine.
If you've seen them, yeah.
I'm just saying, like when I introduced them to my kids, I was like, "We're watching this one first. And they're like, "What number 4 first?" I'm like, "Yes. Don't ask questions. You don't question me. You don't question the Bible. You don't question the way we watch Star Wars."
However, my counter argument to that would be, it only gets better.
Yeah, but I feel like
but
people
then you
lose this. You have a spoiled moment that's really good in Empire. You also have to sit through
spoiled
those
moment.
you sit through all those boring movies, and then you're gonna think by the time you get to the old ones, either two things are gonna happen. Either, hey, these are boring, I don't even want to watch this fourth one, or B, wow, those were so good with all of the neat CG. These old ones look old and dumb. So there's two ways it can go. I mean, I have my preferred way that it would go is, wow, this is boring. But I was also a little afraid that it was a little more fanfare, a little more, even though when you look at that CG now, it looks really
bad now.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out that a lot of the moments in the prequels won't play the same if you don't have the context of the originals.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
That is true.
Because it was definitely built to be watched that way.
Mm-hmm. Now I wonder if after this new trilogy is completed, if looking back on it, people will just drop episodes 1 through 3 entirely.
All right, Teddy. Sorry, go ahead. I got distracted.
What did he say?
Triggered. No, it's fine. He's been giving me a bad time because I was griping about this spin-off of The Big Bang Theory on Twitter. I saw the trailer for it, and I was rolling my eyes. I couldn't roll my eyes any harder than when I saw this trailer, and I was just like, Young Sheldon. People like this Sheldon character that much that they're willing to watch this stupid spin-off. I was so triggered. I griped out about it on Twitter. Teddy says, well, isn't that kind of your job? I come to the Minute Tub for opinion. Shouldn't you watch it? Here's what I'll do, Teddy. Here's what I'm going to do. What? Just for you, Teddy. I'm going to find the first episode, and I'm going to stream it on Twitch while I watch it.
Hey, can I come over? I don't want you to suffer alone.
And I'm going to watch the first episode. I'm going to do a live review of it for you.
As much as I don't want to watch it, I feel like you get super angry.
Oh, I'll get it. I'm going to get happy because I'm going to just watch it and complain the whole time. I just don't like The Big Bang Theory. It's fine that people enjoy it. People don't like everything. We all have different tastes. It's fine, but that's just that's a sand I draw in the line. You know what I mean?
You know what? The worst part about it is that I can...
The line.
It's the sand you draw in the line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there is... I don't know. I enjoy some of The Big Bang Theory. It's not my favorite show in the world, but it's mindless half-hour sitcom that's on in the background. That's how I feel about it. But I saw that trailer for that show, and I was like, what is this turd that you're trying to force on America? America doesn't need another turd that's this big.
I don't think
America has enough turds.
I don't think America can identify turds anymore.
I think there are far bigger turds out there. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is the state of this country now.
Name a bigger turd than Big Bang
Broke
Theory.
Girls.
Okay, amen. All right, that's really good.
No, that show.
That show's really, really bad. All right, Trevor, you win.
But
I watched that a couple times when I was unemployed, and I just went, when do I laugh?
It's
every episode.
I'm pretty sure that the only reason that show is still on the air is because it is two women that have cleavage.
Yep.
That's all I get from any of the commercials, and any time that I've happened to sit on the channel for 5 minutes when it's on is, oh, that's what this show is. It's just to show off some cleavage.
Yeah,
you could even say it's to titillate.
It's not great. 2.5 Men is another one of those shows that was so bad that I didn't understand why it was America's favorite TV show.
2.5 Men was created by the same guy that did The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I know. That's
okay, Teddy. That is not sexist to say. There is a thing that is true that sex does sell. Sometimes people lean way too hard into it, and it doesn't.
And it hurts
sell,
their partner.
And it hurts their partner. But the fact of the matter is, it's used to sell stuff, and I think that's completely obvious with how terrible that show is. That is probably one of the only reasons that anyone would ever want to watch that show, right?
I don't think it's sexist for Kyle to go, I'm pretty sure this show is only kept alive by sex appeal. It would be sexist.
Sexist. That's like a therapist, but with sexual problems.
Now, it would be sexist if Kyle were to go, well, of course, it's a show about women. all they got is sex appeal.
Yeah. That would be different.
Women can't act.
Women dumb. Women not funny.
So Kyle, I mean, that's usually what he says off camera, but he's very like
Mindful.
tempered and mindful of his anyways.
Ooh, you suck.
Yes, Kyle, you do suck.
No,
off
that
camera.
was for you, Eric. That was for you.
That's what he said, Nate. No, it's not. That's not what he said, Teddy. Kyle was just saying that's why he thinks people watch it. But maybe because that's your assumption, maybe Teddy watches it and there's a lot of depth to the characters that you aren't picking up on, Kyle, because you didn't watch it.
Maybe.
That's
I don't know. They make fun of a guy because he's short all the time.
That's funny.
It's funny.
Shortness. I was born
There's
that
some
way.
there's some other lady
I get it.
that they make super dumb, that's super superficial, and I think even shows off more cleavage than the two girls that are the main stars.
The old lady?
Yeah. That looks like her face is just in permanent Botox.
Yeah, she does.
She kind of does.
I don't know. I don't mean to hate on the Sheldon thing. It just doesn't. I don't like Big Bang Theory, and I just was like, maybe the show's gonna finally retire, but no, they're just perpetuating it further. So,
Yep.
we should get some news.
Let's do it.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Hooray! This first story comes in from the Hollywood Reporter. It says Linda Hamilton's set to return to Terminator franchise.
Yes, Terminator is back. James Cameron is on board with this one. Arnold Schwarzenegger is involved, and now Linda Hamilton is set to return. They've said that it almost sounds like they are going to completely ignore the last 3 movies that were made. And
So, like, they ignored the previous 2 movies with the last movie?
right, and yeah, exactly. But they've said that this is supposed to be almost a direct sequel to Judgment Day. So, and that's how they're going about it. So maybe there's something that happened in that last movie that will put them at Judgment Day and write everything back to the correct timeline, or is that how time travel works?
I don't think they even know how time travel in their own universe works anymore. They just do things.
It's true.
They've splintered off into so many different universes with so many different rules of time travel that
Right.
they could just make it up completely from scratch at this point, and I'd go, oh, okay.
That's how I remember it.
I mean,
That seems
really,
right.
the premise of that movie is kind of weird. That this guy sends a guy back in time to save his mom and help him be born. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, okay. In the first movie, if you just take the first movie in isolation, it is clearly a predestination paradox with a closed loop and everything.
Yeah.
Once the second movie comes along, time becomes rewritable. And so that casts the entire closed loop in the first movie as, oh, it was not originally this way. It became that way through time travel.
Yeah. That's what time travel does. Everything's messed up. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. That Back to the Future, Biff, he got that. What are they? The almanac,
Sports
sports
almanac.
almanac.
Yeah.
Gray's Sports Almanac.
And I mean, reality is you could probably only place a bet once, because as soon as you place a bet, you change history.
That's a valid point.
Why? Because you
Because
wouldn't have
because
placed
you
the bet.
would have
bet.
won. Other things would have changed. Perhaps perhaps everything past that point in that book
But would it-
is no
why would
longer
what
valid.
why would what you do? Oh, because you would have enough money to like buy a team and then.
Well,
Right,
that,
I mean,
that and like that money is no longer in somebody else's pocket, and that could cause a
Right.
simple, like a very, a snowball effect where it affects, and especially depending on how far back you go, it could, spiral and get like tons of change and stuff. Yeah, I'm
Basically, the only way
the
that you-
butterfly effect, I
Yeah.
think, is what you guys are trying to explain.
not really.
Because
No,
when
that
a
is the butterfly effect.
That is the butterfly effect. It's when the butterfly
Small
flaps his
things
wings.
affect big things
Yeah.
Okay.
in ways that you might not
Right.
expect.
A butterfly flaps his wings in Japan, and Or wait, in America we have a tsunami in Japan, right? That's how it works.
Something like that.
I think.
It's a rough approximation of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, the only time travel that's really safe is with the Ghost of Christmas Past, because you
Safest
can't
form of
affect
time
anything.
travel. This
You
is
know,
true.
The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come did take Scrooge to an alternate future that did not come to pass.
correct. But he couldn't affect anything because it was just all he wasn't seen by anyone else. Therefore, nothing was changed.
Yeah, but
Magic.
things were changed when he went back to the present.
No, well, doesn't that because he changed
That's
it?
because he changed overnight.
Right.
Yeah.
But things were changed nonetheless.
Yeah, so it did have an effect. But that's just because...
But that was
Tiny
because
Tim, who did not die.
But Nathan, that's because that was just a vision of what would be if he didn't change.
Well, now we're just getting into a weird gray area. What's the boundary between a
I
vision
thought he was
and
going to
time
say
travel?
some antics.
Did the Ghost of Christmas Past actually take him to the past, but then the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come just gave him a vision?
Well, and the Ghost of Present didn't. I mean, nothing happened from that next day.
He was just some sort of therapist.
He wasn't seen. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't
Jolly
seen at that
therapist
point.
in a robe.
All right, let's go to the next story.
All right, let's
Next
do it.
story is WashingtonPost.com. It says, man who accidentally shot himself in the heart with a nail gun lives and tells about it.
Yeah, this guy is
Warning, gore.
Don't do that.
Kyle.
he is a champion. He is something. I don't know what exactly happened. It's said that he somehow awkwardly fired the nail gun without. I don't think he was trying to. I think he just was in an awkward position and he bumped it and it went off and it shot a nail into his chest. It was 3.5-inch nail that was in his chest and it was actually penetrating his heart. He drove himself like 18 miles to the hospital.
Holy crap. With a nail in his heart.
I'm sorry, it was 12 miles to the.
Still.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was
nothing
only
then.
12. I'm sorry, I was exaggerating.
man.
I was being super hyperbolic.
Jeez, that guy.
What a
he-
wuss.
I know. What? Oh, it's only 12
Yeah.
miles.
He said 8 miles in, it started to hurt quite a bit.
Yes.
That's what Eminem said, too.
Yeah. He said that he was brought into the emergency room. He texted his wife, who was at church, to let her know where he was and that he needed a new shirt because they had to cut his off. It said that the autocorrect did him no favors. I tried to text her, I'm at the ER, and it said, I'm at the Wii. And he's like, the guy felt bad about it. He was like, I just don't want to bother anyone, and
That's what I would be like.
I don't even it doesn't make any sense that this man survived this. And he didn't call an ambulance. That's why he drove himself there, because he didn't want to be a bother to anyone. So he drove himself to the hospital 12 miles.
I agree with Teddy. This should have been a 404.
Maybe, but we already
can
had
easily-
too many 404s.
I can easily picture him walking into the emergency room. If you got time.
Not to be a
Yeah.
bother.
But maybe it shouldn't be, because this guy's such a sweetheart. It was just a
Sweet.
mistake.
It was an accident. It didn't seem like he was, from the story, the way that he's described and everything, it didn't seem like he was an idiot.
Goofing around.
And he was goofing around, or he did something really stupid. It sounded like he was doing work and he somehow had bent over awkwardly and
got nailed.
got nailed.
Hashtag.
Oh,
So-
dang it, Trevor.
Nailed it.
I was waiting for that.
They're all working on many levels. Well, is he okay?
Yeah, he's. It sounds like he's going to be fine. Let's see. Yeah, he was in the recovery room. They said that it was the thickness of a sheet of paper was how close he came to having minutes left. That's how close the nail was to
Jeez.
catching his heart. Yeah,
That's scary stuff.
crazy. So be careful with nail guns, guys.
Yeah, be careful with power tools.
Power tools,
and things like that.
tower pools, all of the things that end with ools.
Teddy's making fun of
Ghouls.
Jeremy while he's not here.
Oh no! What did he say?
He said something Jeremy would say. Back in my days, I would have walked 20 miles in the snow with a nail in my chest.
Yeah, that sounds like something Jeremy would say, actually.
Now these liberals got to drive themselves.
Yeah, I know. Complaining about driving for 12 miles.
He'd be so angry if he watched this over again. Unless he's actually watching right now, in which case he will be angry.
Yeah, it'd be stop.
Hi, Jeremy.
He might kick us out of the studio.
Everybody say hi. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. Don't kick us out. Next story comes from dailymail.co.uk. It says, this is a long title. It says,
It's a really long title.
Would you eat the poop of young people to live longer? Study finds older fish boost their lifespan by 41% by consuming microbes in the feces of younger animals.
Yeah. It has to do
so
with...
this, real quick before you jump in,
Okay.
it kind of reminded me of the story we had a couple weeks ago about young people's blood. So maybe you could live forever if you pumped yourself full of youth blood and ate their poop at the same time.
I think we found the fountain of youth.
We did. It's full of poop and blood, by the way.
You just pour some blood and stool into like one of those shake machines and stir it up.
A blender?
You got yourself a smoothie.
I think this blender is
what I
what
meant
this
was a
shake
blender.
machine is called.
That's a pretty crappy
Well, I mean,
smoothie.
then you've got like specific ninjas and other things.
Ba-dunk-ting.
Which one are you?
I was just trying to hit something because he said a funny one. He said it was a crappy smoothie, and this is funny. But your soundboard was broken forever. Yeah, so-
Yay!
But anyways, crickets is.
Oh, come on.
So go ahead and give us. This thing.
So there was a study that was done that fish were receiving gut bacteria from younger fish to extend their lifespan by up to 41%. These were fish that only lived for several months at a time. And they said that the 16-week-old fish showed the same activity level as 6-week-old fish comparatively, and that aging can cause a loss of diversity in gut bacteria, which would increase the death risk, and is part of the reason that they are wondering if potentially the gut bacteria that you lose as you age could be something that can help you with fighting off disease and whatnot later on in life.
Can we real quick, Kuipers, can you cut full screen to this image real quick? This is not in the story anywhere. And
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Jeremy
took
it
liberties.
upon himself
He took
to
liberties.
make a cartoon. And it is by far the most...
You're thinking he actually made this picture?
I think he
easily
did.
see
I
that.
don't know that this was in the story anywhere.
I don't think it was in the story, but
I think Jeremy made a cartoon because it's just a fish saying, I like to eat poop. And then it's another fish that says, I just took an epic poop. And then another fish looking at him says, I thought that tasted like last night's dinner.
no. He may have done it, but he had to have searched.
Oh, did he put two and two together? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. I was like,
Yep.
I'm really proud of Jeremy if he just made a cartoon for this.
Why did I have to fact check that one?
I know,
yeah,
you
you
ruined
ruined
it.
it.
You ruined the illusion.
The fact that
Sorry, Jeremy. Hi.
The fact that the upper fish is almost identical to the lower fish, except the lines are bolder on the
Yeah,
lower
that's
fish.
true.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
For them to come
Well,
from separate sources.
it's two separate pictures that I'm guessing were drawn by the same person.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't think he drew it. I just thought he found,
thought he found the images
and
and then
put the
put the-
titles on them. So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's funny. So yeah, who's anybody gonna try this out? And
Well, I was going to say it's actually kind of interesting. They already kind of do this kind of stuff.
well, hold on.
With people who have Crohn's disease, I think it's Crohn's disease. It's because their stomach chemicals aren't quite right, and so they'll like implant a bit of somebody who is healthy, their feces, into another person. I can't remember if it's eaten. I think it's eaten through a pill.
no, it's
But-
put up their butt.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you have Crohn's, to get the chemical or whatever it is from the other people's poop,
Yeah.
it's not.
I thought I remembered hearing something about somebody having it as a pill, but
Oh, maybe
that
you
may be
can. Maybe you
that
can
may
have
be
it.
It might be something different though.
I don't know, maybe-
or maybe I'm totally mishearing.
Mm-hmm.
Remembering.
Jeremy is in the chat. He says I did edit the language, so Teddy says, hi, Elder Holt. Yes, Jeremy is a Mormon.
There was edited language.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody,
I see it. I see it now.
anybody willing to see if this makes them youthful?
Nope.
I don't know if
How
any
much-
of us are old enough for this to have an effect.
But I mean, shouldn't you start early enough to
Oh,
where it
you're
would
right.
slow down the aging process?
Bring it on.
Give Nathan all your youth poop. Hashtag youth poop.
I don't know if they actually were saying that you would have to eat poop.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that the idea was if there's bacteria that needs to be put back into your gut
To make you younger?
to make you younger, that may be something that with research we can find a way that's going to be better than actually eating poop. I think is the idea.
But for
Sorry,
the time
Nate.
for the time being, so that's where I step in as the intern, the young intern.
Oh, yeah. Start bringing your
I
poop
mean, first
in
there's the
bags.
blood, now there's
Yeah. Bring in a blood poop shake for us every week.
Gosh.
That has health hazard written
When you
all
put
over
a
it.
face to it, Kyle, that's when the joke is too much for me to swallow, literally and figuratively. Okay. Oh. Let's go to another
So Kuipers
story.
next Wednesday.
No, please. He's gonna bring me a chocolate strawberry shake and be like, "Look what I got."
I'm not as nervous that Kuipers would do it. Now, if it was Nathan,
Yeah, he'd follow through.
He would follow
Nathan's
through
got
with it.
follow through with champ. All right, this next story comes from the dailymail.co.uk, which I think the last story came from that too. They like their large headlines. They're long headlines.
they are very long
They-
headlines.
I don't even know if their headlines would fit in a tweet.
It's just what they do across the pond.
Oh, I see. They just want to give you. It's almost like news outlets are just like, they're only going to read the headline anyways. Let's try to
it's
give them
the
as much
opposite.
information as they can.
It's the entire opposite of clickbaiting.
Yeah, they're just like, here, just read it.
Just
Give 'em the
read
whole
it.
thing.
You have the whole story. Get on with your day.
Yeah.
Too long. Don't
Fi-
read.
Fiance, 29, is hiding in a caravan park and has been disowned by her family after fleeing with 13,000 pounds for her man's Ibiza stag.
Where is
do. What? What's an Ibiza stag do?
I think
Okay.
Ibiza is a
Then
place.
Then it
Ibiza's a
says,
place.
then it's in parentheses in the same headline, as the lads leave the groom at home and fly to Magulov.
All right. Let's see. It's an
it's
island that is between
coast of
Algeria and Spain.
Okay.
So what happened? What had happened is this guy, his fiance, convinced him to let him or to let her plan his bachelor party.
Like,
Right.
So she convinced him.
She convinced
to plan
him
his. Okay.
to let her
Yeah.
plan the bachelor party.
Got it.
And she goes through with it. They're supposed to go to this island. She gave them tickets. She gave them hotel reservations. They get to the airport and are told they're not real tickets.
Uh-oh.
So they find out that basically the whole thing's a sham. She took off with thousands of pounds that she has scammed them out of because it was to get back at him for she thinks that he cheated.
Oh.
And all of his buddies decided, well, we were going to go, so let's go anyway.
Okay.
And they went and they partied.
They bought tickets.
They bought tickets and went. He didn't go, but the rest of his buddies did.
Weird.
Oh, and I'm just seeing that Jeremy missed one.
He tried-
He censored out all of
Oh,
these
no, I see
shirtless
it.
guys, and he left one out.
he
Oh,
missed a
no.
nipple.
He missed a nipple.
Well, it was a valiant effort.
Mr. Nipple.
Yes.
Nailed it.
It's Mr. Nipple to you, kid.
Yeah. So the funniest part about this is that like all these guys are talking about how they don't have a whole lot of money and that she took 13,000 pounds from them, And they're like, some of us have been saving since March. It's scandalous, but yet they still somehow came up with the money on the spot to take the trip anyway.
Yeah.
Even though she'd already taken all their money.
I didn't get the impression that they all went on the impromptu trip. Just some of the ones who made more money.
That may have been. It may have been just most of them.
Okay,
but yeah.
Now Jeremy's playing this game. Is he doing these, or is he finding these?
No, he is. These are pictures that were on social media.
No, this was my story. This is part of...
No, I know, but I thought this image maybe...
Jeremy, you are giving Jeremy way too much credit.
No, this was whipped up by the guy's friends, I believe.
Oh, okay. I was like, did he really go to the time to Photoshop her face onto a Runaway Bride movie poster?
And to Photoshop her face on top of somebody getting a huge Papa John's check for $11,000. For a stag do fund.
I mean, really, she's the smart one in this, right? I mean, she got the money, she ran, she's happy.
Yeah, because she thought that he cheated on her. Whether he did or not remains to be seen. I mean, none of the boys were going to roll over on him.
They all said he didn't. But even if he did, they say she had to be planning it for like a year. So
that's really elaborate.
It's the long con.
Who just sits on petty revenge like that?
Yeah. Someone that's going to get 13,000 pounds.
I guess.
Get all that money.
It's a lot of weight to gain.
For the record, her brother even called her an evil cow.
The family is not happy with her either, and that's why she's hiding, because she got kicked out of her family.
I would normally not endorse that tone of language, but if you weigh over 13,000 pounds...
That's a pretty big cow.
Yeah, you're kind of a cow. You heifer.
Teddy says, just like women to take the money, thing Kyle would say.
Uh-huh. Oh, he says he's kidding,
good.
Kyle.
I am glad Kyle is in my company.
Oh.
Hey, misogyny robot.
Robot's back.
Too long.
What do you have to say about this lady that took her fiance for a good scam?
I am just glad to say that this man has proved my theory right. Women cannot be trusted with finances.
All right, misogyny robot. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Really appreciate it. Now go back in the hole you were born in.
Thank you.
It's just funny though that this guy, his fiance has done this. It's revealed that she has done this, and then all of his friends are like, "Well, see you later, bro. We're gonna go take this trip anyway. Have fun here at home."
Yeah. I think that was probably their way of being like, it doesn't matter to us.
That's what you guys would have done to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'd been like, sorry,
Like,
Kyle, this is
"Sorry,
really
Kyle,
bad, but we're already
still
here.
gonna go eat pizza.
It was just an excuse to go anyway.
Play video games.
I mean, they said Papa John was going to be there.
He's
so.
just going to make us sad and stuff.
Yeah, Kyle, you're just going to mope, so we're
Stop bringing me down, guys.
Ruining the trip.
Oh, man. Anyways, let's go on to another story, shall we? Yay. This one comes from the CharlotteObserver.com. This headline says, North Carolina mom invents a spray she says will attract any Bigfoot within a mile and a half.
Yeah, which is a whole bunch of malarkey. I think, anyway. There's no confirmation. They asked her what's in it, what attracts them, why this should be trusted, and she wouldn't answer anyone. She didn't have anything really to say. She said, someone asked her, how do you know it works? And she laughed and said, that's a tough question. I guess I could ask, how do you know it doesn't work?
Whoa!
Snap!
What a great comeback!
Wow!
Yeah,
she's got like scientist level IQ.
Well, what she did is she took a whole bunch of essential oils and stuff and mixed something up, and it's
the stuff of true scientists.
Yeah, she said that her husband is a member of Bigfoot 911, which is a community of people that believe that Bigfoot is out there and search for him constantly. She said that they used it on August 4th, and they reported spotting a large bipedal animal covered in hair Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't actually use it that night. He just was one of the people on August 4th that reported spotting a large animal. But yeah, she said that it's supposed to grab Bigfoot's attention and bring him running.
Mutiny Teddy seems to be triggered by you just hating on women so much, Kyle. You at one point you said, "Of course it must be a lie. She woman."
I didn't say that.
Oh, I think he quoted you directly.
That was not a direct quote.
Just
rewind the tape.
Just go ahead and clip that, Teddy, so we can show that.
Clip
sure
it and show us.
Well, see, the thing about the internet is you can never know if quotes are accurate. Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, he did say that. I remember that right after he freed the slaves from Egypt. So now,
but yeah, it's supposed to be environmentally friendly,
and it has the cutest label on her Etsy page. She's like, look at this. She sells a ton of it, and it's got a flower on it. It says Bigfoot juice.
How much are you charging for it?
Yeah, that is intriguing.
It says $7 in here, but when I went to her Facebook page that's linked in here, it looked like it was $12. So coincidence?
Is that just for the thing, and then like 20 more for shipping and handling?
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we should get some Bigfoot juice and see if we get some to show up.
Should we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably order some.
Yeah, let's order some.
Let's put that Patreon money to good use.
Complete and Utter Mess says Bigfoot juice just sounds kind of dirty.
It does.
It really does.
Give me some of that Bigfoot juice.
Just a lot of sweat.
Oh, yeah, Bigfoot juice.
Yeah, get that Bigfoot juice.
Bigfoot juice. Oh, Bigfoot juice.
I'm Wilford Brimley.
What? I put Bigfoot juice on my Quaker oatmeal every morning for breakfast.
It makes my diabetes.
It makes my diabetes level and my mustache bushy. Bigfoot juice. Oh, buy it at Etsy.com/crazywoman.
Hold on. Did you say it makes my diabetes level? Like
it's levels.
It's stable.
It's
Like you
stabilized.
just put a level on your head?
Yeah.
You don't want to make it entirely, one-sided.
You don't want to push yourself
You
one
wanna
way or
manage
another.
it, yeah.
He's like, all my brown sugars are on the left and all my white sugars are on the right.
And I got some molasses down in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Wilford Brumley and I approve this message. Bigfoot.juice.
This is not remotely the turn I was expecting from this story.
It was better.
It was better.
Visit happybodygare.juice big/foot.
And if you mention Men in a Tub, you
get
will
90%.
get a 0.0% discount.
Mm-hmm. No, you'll get half off the juice, right?
Yeah, but you'll only get half the juice.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll only get half the juice.
And
it'll be half off, though.
Don't check the price before you put it in too.
I feel like
Just trust us.
this entire episode has been full of 404, so I can't wait to see what's in store next.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
All right, we made it to the 404 Club. This is the club where, idiots get to join it. We nominate the idiots on the internet doing stupid things, and then you help us come up with names for these stories. Then we put it on a Twitter poll, and you get a vote for it at Minute in a Tub Twitter accounts /slashes. It's actually...
That's right, .internet.
It's twitter.com/Minute in a Tub. Look for our poll. It's always right out there in your face. And you can vote. Last week's winner was Rigamorstiff, which was the nurses taking a little peek at a body bag of a dead man. And
not cool, ladies.
Talking about perhaps the size. So let's jump into the 404 with our very first nomination. This one comes from AL.com. Man, Alabama, they bought into that quick. That's got to be hard to get that domain.
Alabama. Poor Al. He's out there and he just wanted to make his own website, and now he can't.
Yeah, al.com is now for Alabama only.
Yep.
Now how is Quantum Leap going to end on the internet?
I know. It's going to be rough. They're going to buy al.com for $1 million. Sign language interpreter used gibberish, warned of bears, monsters during Hurricane Irma update. Oh boy.
Yeah, if ever there was a 404, I think this is the one, and we've got video, I believe. So should we just roll that
Roll that
now?
beautiful bean footage.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Public Safety Center.
Morning almost.
Operations
Want
Center.
PCNE.
Today,
This
we
is what the
have
sign
been given
language
the
guy
news
is
that
saying.
Hurricane Irma's track has shifted to
They
West
want new
County,
test.
which increases our vulnerability to
That
rain,
Hurricane
storm
NMA
surge,
give
and
plan.
heavy winds.
Reduce me.
Based on that news, we have issued a mandatory
On that
evacuation
news.
for the Level A
Test
hurricane
evacuate.
evacuation zones. Those are generally on our bodies of
Mix
water,
of prey.
on the Gulf of Mexico, the islands, low-lying areas, and
Water
all mobile
insurance
homes
settle.
and manufactured homes
Gesticulation. Gesticulation will mother. Here one shelters.
I have an abundance of folks behind me.
Want a lot PP. Want start.
Commissioner DeSabatino is our acting Board of County Commissioners chair, please.
Thank you.
Commissioner.
And just
Well, you got that right.
hopefully everyone will
Jay.
remain calm. And those
Hope remain
that are
heavy.
in the low-lying areas and the flood zone, in all mobile home
Low
parks,
settle. Gesticulations. Want flood. Nice.
double up with for the
Water
next
for
couple
flood.
days.
Gesticulation.
Sleep
Question
on the
marks
floor in a
are
sleeping
PP
bag.
stay. Want.
Please do so.
You need bed.
because,
Gesticulation.
just need you to be
Pizza.
safe.
Want. You are.
And also,
Need to
our
bear
shelters
monster.
Are open. Many of them, the pet
Almost.
shelters are
Always
open.
shelters. Open always.
Shelter is open. And if you need assistance, please call
IFF one test help. Call.
real?
Oh.
This is real.
That ZTV.
Make
Crazy.
Sure that you take with you identification,
Evate
your
one something
passport,
ID.
your driver's license, your medications.
Passpro.
Take them with you. Take
Medicine.
have your pets
Want.
on a
You
leash.
want.
If you have crates, take the crates.
Dog, cat.
Put their food, their
Erates
medicine,
PP
any of
eat
their
medicine for
lovey toys
ADA.
they have. And your children, make sure that you have all
One
their
baby.
belongings that they
Child.
need to have,
Want.
that they
Don't.
sleep
One
with.
need.
And
Bed, food, water.
at this point, a lot of them are
No, no.
So we
I'll explain when we're done.
And eat shelter.
I have my little handy dandy pig here that I hold when I'm stressed out. And
Toys
I just wanna
for
say, I
who
stepped out
Mexican?
the window As I got out of my car,
Gesticulation.
there was this lucky
One
penny
lunch.
with the head cut. So
Lucky penny.
I hope that's a good sign that we will not be as inundated
For hire.
as we're expecting. But again, I wanted to thank all our partners
And one thanks.
all our
Gesticulation.
teams who've been working 24/7 on
BB
this.
team truck.
And,
24D.
Please stay safe, and please don't be a
Nice
hero.
that
If
offense
you
monster.
expect to need to evacuate, please do.
No B hero. No hero. One need here time. PP left.
The sooner
Need
that folks
left.
can leave, the safer that they're going to be.
20 left bear monster UB.
Traffic has already increased with the evacuees from our southern
TRA
counties.
gesticulation.
So traffic is
You're
all backed
here,
up.
D-
People
2D10.
need to be patient. Obviously,
Gesticulation.
The sooner you leave,
He's
the
just
better
saying
off it is.
passwords. 20 left, better 10.
It just keeps going.
I want to make a gaming
Thank you for being.
Oh, it started over.
Yeah, I think it started. That was it. Pizza Monster Bear.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So what happened was the people putting on this press conference said, "Oh crap, we need a sign language interpreter."
No.
And they were going around to people that they knew and like, "Do you know sign language?" And this guy said, "I have a deaf brother." And they're like, "Good, go do it." And he's like, "What? No, please no."
Wait, they got a deaf guy to do it?
No, his
No,
brother.
he's got a brother.
His brother is deaf, so he doesn't speak sign language all that well.
Oh.
But he's able to communicate with his brother.
No.
But it's a lot of language that he's not used to because he hasn't had to warn his brother about a hurricane before.
So he just tells his brother Pizza Monster Bear. That's all you need really to connect with someone is Pizza Monster Bear.
Oh, that's sad though. I feel bad for this guy now that he was just like, that's just trying my best.
It's not really on him.
No, the 404 is the people
it's on the people who were like, "Oh, you do it."
Yeah, you just do this. So the 404 is for the state. I mean, for the lady that needed a stress pig, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Toy for whom
Crazy says Deathzaster should be the name of this.
He also said Hurricane Keller.
I like Deathzaster.
Yeah, Deathzaster's definitely better.
Definitely.
Complete and Utter Mess says his former brother.
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
Reportedly, I didn't know where to fact check this, but reportedly they do have a sign language interpreter on call, and they just didn't call them. So,
well, it's emergency. There's not enough time to get the emergency guy in here.
They had days to plan this.
There's not enough time. We need this out on the airwave now.
They planned it for days though. So I'm still crying.
It was super funny at the same time. It is really sad that they didn't really plan for those who can't hear things. So.
I mean, you'd think that they would have just...
Wouldn't they have... Where's the closed captioning for this?
Yeah, wouldn't closed captioning take care of that?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, yes. However, this being a live broadcast, it's easy for closed captions to go wrong.
Yeah.
More important...
Well, it didn't help it much with this guy.
True. More importantly, closed captions don't actually help the hearing impaired as much as you might think. If they're born deaf... their native language is sign language, and that's an entirely different grammatical scheme than English. So just reading English doesn't quite get through to them as well as it would to us.
Yeah.
This poor guy.
Well,
I feel bad for him, but I'm glad that he brought us a laugh.
Loganfell says Pizza Monster Bear is her favorite band, and I agree. I saw them at Lollapalooza once. They're great. They play the best riffs on their guitars. So let's go on to the next 404 nomination. This one comes from KSTP.com. It says, security guard arrested after police say he accidentally shot himself. Made up story about shooter.
Yeah, this does not look good for this guy. Security guard shot in the shoulder while on duty Tuesday night at St. Catherine University has been arrested by St. Paul police for allegedly falsely reporting a crime. The arrest was announced at a press conference at police headquarters Wednesday night. A release from the department said Brent Patrick Ehlers, 25 of St. Louis Park, was arrested around 9:15 p.m. Wednesday. Investigators with the St. Paul Police Department Homicide Robbery Unit say Ehlers admitted to accidentally shooting himself while handling his own gun. The release alleges he told investigators he feared losing his job, so he made up the story about being shot. Ehlers has been booked into Ramsey County Jail for what police say was falsely reporting a crime, which is a misdemeanor. Let's see. A public information officer with the St. Louis Police Department said 55 officers responded to the initial call, along with 4 canines and a state patrol aircraft. He said even after the perimeter that had been set up was taken down around midnight, police spent more time responding to calls from worried residents in the surrounding neighborhood. The event had basically 1,800 students held captive in their dorm rooms on the College of St. Catherine, Ernster said. It had residents of the Mac Groveland and Highland Park communities fearful that there was a suspect on the loose and that they could be victimized at any point. They had already told... it said multiple sources had already told KSTP Wednesday that St. Paul police were not actively searching for a suspect in the matter. Yeah.
We have a little audio from the police officer here. I think.
Mr. Ehlers,
Wednesday that St. Paul police
they discovered
searching for a suspect
that
in the matter.
He was in the wooded area, had brought his personal handgun to work that night, and had accidentally shot himself in the wooded area.
What does that mean?
He was nervous about losing his job due to the fact they had his gun at work.
South of the border.
Oh.
And what had occurred.
It's in his shoulder.
So he made up the story to cover what had happened. We learned that at 9:15 tonight. And Mr. Ehlers was booked into the Ramsey County Jail for falsely reporting a crime, which is a misdemeanor.
All right. Well, that was very informative. Officer.
Very informative, Officer Butts. Thank you.
So that is an interesting one.
Yeah.
So did he lose his job? Do we know any of the facts?
I
on that?
would assume so.
Yeah. Why would you do that? Why would you go that far? I mean, how did he shoot himself in the shoulder accidentally?
That's what I wonder.
Like that seems
maybe
hard.
Maybe he was doing like a cool pose or something.
Or maybe he tripped and.
Why was he carrying it out? Like
he wanted to feel BA.
Because he's a kid who thinks he's cool.
See, this right here is the difference between a 404 and a guy that accidentally shoots a nail into his chest.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a rough one. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're going to have to find another shoulder to cry on.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. That was good. That was good, actually.
That was such a good joke.
That was such a good pun. Thank you. Thank you for...
super impressed by you right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Napoleon.
You're welcome. I like your sleeves.
Do we have a title for this yet, Trevor?
Nope. Nobody's really...
No one's titling. Come on, guys.
How about a shoulder to lie on?
Yep.
Huh?
Huh? That one's better.
That's
I think that'll work. I'll allow it.
All right. Next nomination comes from SBNation.com.
Idiot with gun, says Teddy.
That's good too. Says Kevin Durant apologizes for fighting with critics on social media using fake accounts. I'm not Kevin Durant. I'm Schmevin.
Yeah, he was on Twitter, and he messed up this week because he accidentally tweeted from his personal account in the third person defending himself against a critic.
Oh, no, he was logged into the wrong account?
So he had a secret Twitter account that he has been battling trolls with.
Oh, that's the worst.
And he accidentally tweeted from his own account and threw his old coach under the bus. And it was something that he criticized his former coach. He went on to say that his tweets were childish and idiotic after he got caught.
But they weren't before.
Right, because the tweet, it's just funny because it's coming from his own account, where he's
like Jeremy in the chat says never done that. ...
Yeah, no, he's never done that before. He tweeted. He didn't, or someone had said, "Man, I respect the hell out of you, but give me one legitimate reason for leaving OKC other than getting a championship." And this was tweeted directly at Kevin Durant. He responded within 3 minutes of this guy tweeting at him. He responded, he didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. His roster wasn't that good if it was just him and Russ, from his own account.
And by he, I mean
right.
me, I guess.
Then he tweets, "Imagine taking Russ off that team. See how bad they were. KD can't win a championship with those cats."
And KD, that's a different KD.
That's a different guy. It wasn't him.
Totally different.
So what this is the classic sitcom plot where he's just going on and putting slightly different disguises on, and then he forgets which backstory goes with which character.
Exactly.
We have some footage of this, don't we? Our video clip. Of some sort?
Yeah, there's a.
Okay. So, to start, there was a little bit of news yesterday. I don't know if you're aware.
TechCrunch.
Yeah. And the thing is, you have never been afraid to clap back, right? You say what's on your mind. Yeah. You get it out there. You know, critics can F-word themselves, right?
Yeah.
And
F-word themselves.
Look on the other guy's face. What?
Other fake Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts to defend yourself.
Freud themselves.
What happened? What's going on?
I do have another Instagram account, but that's just for my friends and family. So I wouldn't say I was using that to clap back at anybody, but I use Twitter to engage with the fans. I think it's a great way to engage with, basketball fans. But I happen to take it a little too far, and that's what happens sometimes when I get into these basketball debates or, what I really love is just to play basketball. I went a little too far, and I don't regret clapping back at anybody or talking to my fans on Twitter. I do regret using my former coach's name and that former organization that I played for. That was
used
childish.
my coach's
that was,
name in vain.
Idiotic. All those type of words. I regret doing that, and I apologize to him for doing that. But I don't think I'll ever stop engaging with my fans. I think they, really enjoy it, and I think it's a good way to connect us all. But I'll scale back a little bit right now and just focus on playing basketball. So I want to move on from that. It was tough to deal with yesterday. I was really upset with myself, but definitely want to move on and
I
keep
bet
playing
you
basketball.
were.
So, but I still want to interact with my fans as well.
That's embarrassing. But as
All right, so there you have
myself,
it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out, if he was fessing up to it or if he was just trying to pretend it wasn't an issue. At times,
Yeah, he basically was saying, sorry, not really sorry, but sorry that I got caught.
Yeah.
I kind of got caught, didn't I?
Whoops.
we got a name for this one. I think I saw Crazy with Catfish Durant.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's not bad. I don't know if we have any other suggestions, so maybe
Teddy said,
or did Teddy say no?
No Moss. It's a boxing reference. Not sure.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're going for there. Or maybe that's not a response for the title. I don't know.
Guess Catfish Durant it is.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Catfish.
Maybe Teddy is saying no Moss boxing references.
Well, it wasn't boxing.
So you can vote in this poll almost immediately as soon as Trevor posts it at twitter.com/minuteatub. Let your voice be heard. You vote. And maybe the winner will be chosen.
It is now posted.
It's posted.
Okay.
Oh, the winner will be chosen.
Go vote. Go vote now.
He has been chosen.
Vote now.
Do it.
Vote
the
now.
crowd decides who will go and who will stay.
Now I think we should open up that mailbag.
Got something on your mind?
I didn't know where to turn.
Send us an email, message, or a call.
You've got mail.
All right, this is the part of the show where we read your emails, your tweets, your Facebooks, your Instagram messages, your Snapchat stories.
Yeah, all of
your
them.
Voicemails. Because now you can call us at 475-TUB-CALL. You can email us at tubcast@minuteatub.com. I don't think we have any emails.
I didn't see any emails.
But I think we got a voicemail.
We do. We got a voicemail.
Somebody called in to 475-TUB-CALL. That
call.
could be you.
Tub call.
If you'd like to hear your voice heard either on the loop or the Tubcast, call in to 475-TUB-CALL.
Tub call.
And we will air your voice.
Like this one right here.
Hi, this is Michael Jackson telling you to tune in on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. to Men in the Tub.
I don't know on the taste scale where that one lands.
That's 2 nights in a row we've been called from beyond the grave.
Yeah, Randy Savage called us last night, and now Michael Jackson. We seem to be being visited by the supernatural through our number.
See, if it was Fred Savage, that'd be one thing.
Yeah, but Randy and now the King of Pop.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really anything to discuss with that either, other than that it's kind of weird that dead people are calling us.
Yeah, that's creepy. It's famous dead people.
Famous dead people.
I also find it odd that Michael Jackson thinks that anyone who is currently listening to the Tubcast
doesn't know
that they can listen to the Tubcast.
That is true. That is also true. That is some good analysis down there.
Hey,
Michael didn't understand how podcasts work.
It's
Okay,
true.
give him a
it took
break.
him enough power to be able to come back from the grave to leave us that message.
He's been gone for a while. He's not up to date with everything as it happens.
Yeah, well,
these days.
Thanks, MJ, for calling us. I think.
Yes, we appreciate the call.
It's been real, and it's been great. But now comes the time of the show where we want to thank our Patreon peeps. Mm-hmm. We want to thank those people who make this show possible. These are our co-producers who are subscribers on patreon.com/minuteatub at the $10 level or higher. They contribute each month to this lovely cause we call Men in a Tub. We are very appreciative of them and their financial support. We know it does not come easy for people to just give money to things. So
that is true.
Money is a personal thing that people a lot of times are kind of, greedy with. So we're thankful for them to help us out. And it helps us make the show better and better produced. And, and we even have an unpaid intern now.
Yeah. It helped us with being able to
not pay him more. Yeah. So
we get to every day after the Tubcast, we go, hey, look at all the money we're not
we needed someone to be able to deliver the soda pops.
Mm-hmm.
The soda pops
that we get.
So yes,
I see Jeremy's benefiting from not being on the show. He just won the slots.
Oh, nice. Good job. You can play slots in our chat if you type exclamation point slots.
Nailed it.
No, we are very thankful for all of you donating.
Which is why we have the rewards and why we do it on Patreon.
Yeah.
So that we have things like the Lunchcast that you can get. You can get access to videos early, like Viaria. There's a lot of things. We're actually updating some things within the next couple weeks. Hey,
Solar Squid.
Thank you.
Solar Liquid.
Oh, Solar Liquid.
Solar
not
Liquid.
Squid.
Oh, it's Zelda Ethan.
It's Zelda Ethan. He changed his name. How's it going?
It's going.
Hey, look at that. Look at right there. Oh. So,
Kuipers.
It's always a good time to redeem this. Crazy. I like your time. It's like you're helping us produce the show. Because instead of ending with, our normal
It's like
thing,
you don't like our ending music.
we can have Kuipers dance.
We're going to have Kuipers dance now. What is
our... Let me guess. Holiday? Hold on.
Says Christmas.
Hold on. Did he say Christmas?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us get the music before Kuipers gets on screen there, okay?
Let's get some music.
Hold on, Kuipers. Patience. Patience is a virtue.
Which one we haven't done yet.
Crazy Leg says, I am having our little sugar plum do a Christmas dance every day except for Christmas. Then I'll have him do something random.
So it's going to be a lot of Christmas dancing between here and now. Here, now, and Christmas. Sorry.
We're just evenly distributing the joy.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, we've got a Christmas tune for you all to send you off. And here comes Christmas Kuipers.
Oh, he's even got the hat.
It's almost like he thought this was going to happen to him tonight. Well, everybody, it's been a swell evening.
Merry Christmas!
We can't even end the show, though.
Oh, yeah, Kuipers is dancing. You have to just dance this out.
But we can't even turn it off.
I know. We can't do anything. We have to stay live until he's done dancing. So this might be a long song. Just keep it going, Kuipers. Now he's dancing the Macarena.
It's the Christmas arena.
It's a Chris
Macarena.
There you go. Good job.
Good job, Kuipers. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Good show, Kuipers.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We love you all. And we'll see you next week in the loop, 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Jeremy's here. Bye, Jeremy. Don't shoot us. Stop. Don't you shoot me. Don't.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I got shot. I was going to put that on a Twitch fail.
It just never feels like the holidays till you get shot in the forehead.